Hey, good evening, race fans. You are now tuning in to another edition of The Voice of Victory Lane with Kip Thompson. Tonight is a very special night as we look forward to this Saturday, June the 18th, inside the Carolina Bull Ring of the Fayetteville Motor Speedway, the Wayne Gray Memorial. It's going to be an exciting event, and we hope that you will come and join us. Right now, as of time schedules, it looks like between 6 and 6:30, our drivers' meeting will start. Hot laps will start soon after that, probably somewhere 7:15. At the latest is what we're hoping. It's going to be a great show. The I-95 Late Model Challenge will be inside the Wayne Gray Stadium inside the Carolina Bull Ring. $3,000 to win. $3,000 up for grabs. $250 to start. We also going to have the 602 Crate Late Models. $1,500 to win to be $150 to start for those guys. Also in action, the 602 Sport Mods, our Street Stocks, and also our Legends division. It's going to be a great night. We're going to come together as a racing community, as a family, and honor a great, great man and honor the life and celebrate Mr. Wayne Gray Sr. With me tonight, track promoter, good friend of mine, Dave Mitchell, who has done a tremendous job in his, year and a half, almost 2 years he's been with us now. A lot of things changed around our racetrack, a lot of things that I think are for the better. A lot of our drivers and teams love the new bull ring configuration. It's kind of adapted to its name, and a lot of people just really love the new surface. We did have a brand new surface as of last year. As of our last race, we have introduced something different. Tires have moved down. I'll let Dave talk about that in just a little bit. But Dave, hey man, welcome to the show. This weekend is a very, very special weekend. Thanks for taking time to talk with me about it. Let's talk about this weekend, the Wayne Gray Memorial inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway.
Thanks for bringing me on. It is special to all of us. I didn't know Mr. Senior himself, but knowing Wayne Jr. and the family and hearing all the great stories about Senior, it's somebody in the community that needs to be honored for sure. Just can't say enough about how much the Grays actually helped the racetrack above and beyond what you guys don't see.
Well, a lot of people don't understand that when you go to the racetrack, their back is turned toward the press box. Their face is toward the racetrack. But when they turn around as they leave, if they'll just look up, they're on top of the press box. It is named WG Stadium, after the legacy of Wayne Gray Jr.'s father. Wayne Gray, a very special friend of mine, very close friend of yours too. Me and Wayne Gray have been friends for many, many years. People like you, Wayne Gray, Freddie Maynard, people just do not understand the countless hours, what it takes to put together a racing surface for guys to have the best that it can be to put on such a great show for our fans. And, I commend you guys. I know you and I have had several phone conversations this week. Hey, man, I'm out here riding a water truck. Hey, I'm out here busting up this racetrack, getting ready for Saturday night. Talk about just a little bit what it really takes to get it ready to put on a show like what we look to deliver this Saturday night.
It's a second home to us. We're out here more days here than we are at home. Just like most people go to a normal job every week. We have the racetrack as our normal job. So it's not, we have a 40-hour, 60-hour job, then we come to the racetrack and start working on the racetrack. It is our job. And we take it with a lot of pride, maybe a little too much pride. It's our baby. So talking about shortening the racetrack a little bit, talk about the new configuration, get into that for a second. We dropped it all the way down as far as we could go to get the true quarter mile. So the racetrack is a true quarter mile racetrack at the bottom now and 5/16 at the top. So we're not a 3/8 racetrack. We're a quarter at the bottom, 5/16 at the top, really flat at the bottom. The last Sunday race, the guys used it a lot. Hopefully it'll be a lot better track conditions this week on a normal night that we don't start till after dark. But I think the new conditions are really going to help some of the racing and just to give the guys a different feel from what they're not used to. We don't have very many true bull rings in North Carolina.
Well, in my opinion, we've got one of the best right there inside of Fayetteville Motor Speedway, because I've told you multiple times, and I know that you'll vouch for what I'm saying. When I visit other tracks all across North Carolina, South Carolina, I'm always real quick to, as soon as I get in my truck, man, gosh, we take for granted what we have at Fayetteville Motor Speedway, the facility, the track staff, the people who are there. They put their heart and soul into it. And, man, we thank you for what you do. I mean, because, you came in to a racetrack where people have been coming to for a very, very long time. I consider that's my racetrack. That's my home racetrack. And the things you guys have done, you and Shay have come in there and revived that place and really kind of put a different twist and a new spin on it. And honestly, with as many drivers that I have the opportunity to talk to on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis, they love the place. They absolutely love all the changes. Some think maybe, to be honest with you, everybody's got an opinion. You may have some people think, hey, he made too many changes too fast. But the vast majority, people love what you guys have done.
And I'll keep improving. I'm the guy that never sits still. If I see something that needs to be done, I'm going to do it. It might take me a few minutes, a couple of weeks, put it into the budget for next year. But as I go other racetracks like you do and visit other places and see other neat, cool ideas, I try to bring those back home and to give our fans the experience that I had somewhere else. So making a lot of changes all at once, it's just to share the experiences I've had with these guys. And I think everybody has seen that. The racing community has really embraced me and Shay. And especially this year, everything has just really, really been upbeat, positive. Everybody understands that we're here to have fun. It's an exciting, fun place to be.
Absolutely. And also, not only with track improvements that took place in your first year here, what you did in the off season and what you've done mid-season here, that's one thing, one aspect of the changes around the Fayetteville Motor Speedway, no doubt. But now to have the Fayetteville Motor Speedway, the Fayetteville Motor Speedway TV deal where people can subscribe and watch live week in and week out. Let's talk about that. I don't have the information really with me as far as how people can subscribe to that and get into that, but that's actually a really, really cool deal to be able to go to Fayetteville Motor Speedway TV and watch every race live every single week.
Yeah, it's something that we started into at the beginning of this year. We really want to try to get off for speed weeks where we have a lot of people from up north and families that can't travel during the cold time of the year. And it makes it to where they get that experience of being in a larger venue and being in a racetrack facility that, hey, we can watch our nephew, we can watch our grandson, we can go back at a different date on a Sunday or Monday and the whole family sit down and buy the subscription for the replays and be able to watch it together as a family. And a lot of drivers really like the subscription. So the subscription is I think it's $14.99 a month that you get to watch all the races that we've ever had. And like I said, we're growing. So anything we started in February is just going to keep building that library. The library's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. So you get 4 or 5 years worth of videos that you can go back and watch race after race after race just for that monthly subscription. And you don't have to do it every month. You can just get it that one time and watch all the replays of your race.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. So for $14.99, you can go to Fayetteville Motor Speedway, FayettevilleMotorSpeedwayTV.com and subscribe to that. And then you can watch everything live. Hey, if you got something going on this weekend and you miss us by being there in person, subscribe to the TV channel and you can watch it. That is a great, great tool. You can invite people to also subscribe to that. And we appreciate it because we want to promote the Fayetteville Motor Speedway as the greatest place to watch the race in our area. We're very thankful for all of our fans. It's just amazing on every single Saturday night. You see the place just fill up and people come with the way the economy is. And to all of our fans, I want to personally say on behalf of Dave and Shay, I have a role in the Racing for Heroes Victory Lane. And I look across that crowd and I see those stands starting to fill up at 8, 9, and 10 o'clock at night. People are coming to see the racing action. We know that there are hundreds of places you can go spend your money and spend your evening, but we thank you for coming and spending your evening with us and promoting the sport of dirt track racing and supporting the Fayetteville Motor Speedway because these guys put their heart and soul into this thing. I'm so tickled to be a part of it, to do what I do down in Racing for Heroes Victory Lane. Everybody's happy when they come see me. So it's always a fun deal for me. But we are getting geared up this weekend for the Wayne Gray Memorial. Be sure to check out our Facebook page and follow us throughout the day on Saturday. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, but from what I saw earlier, 87, 88 degrees is our high. I don't think we're going to deal with the heat like we did Sunday, the last time we raced on June the 5th. But if we have to, due to track conditions, because it's all about putting on a good show, it's all about having the track surface right like it needs to be. So if, as of right now, we're tentatively planning, Dave, you can correct me if I'm wrong, 6 to 6:30 for our drivers meeting, and shortly right after that, hot laps. If we feel like it's better, the best call for the racetrack to push that time back, we will do that, and we will post that on the Fayetteville Motor Speedway official Facebook page. Now, Dave, with guys who want to come race this weekend, the big question is all over, everywhere, can't get tires, can't get tires. I know I saw a post on your guys' page. You got tires. Talk about that. Let everybody know what you have based on what they may need to come race at Fayetteville Motor Speedway this weekend.
Hoosier Tires took care of Fayetteville for sure. We order tires on a weekly basis. We stay in contact with those guys, stay on top of it, let them know what classes we're running, how many guys we have showing up, and those guys have accommodated us. Do we have enough tires for everybody to run out there and buy 2 or 3 sets? No. We have 2 per car, most likely. Some classes will get 3 per car. I'm making sure that everybody that comes to race with us has tires to race. I don't promote that I got tires for sale for everybody in the country. I have tires for Fayetteville Speedway racers. And that way, when you know you're going to try to get to go somewhere and you got to pick somewhere this month that you're going to go race, that you know that you can come buy tires from us and be able to at least be able to go racing. So between the track being wet and manageable and the track owners looking at tire management and having tires in stock and budgeting the tires out to the guys, it's going to get us through this tire shortage, and we're going to continue to get to race.
All right, man. Well, that sounds absolutely great. You know, this is again, it's a big, huge race. It's a special race for the Fayetteville area, for the community, as we come together as family, a racing family, to honor a wonderful man, Wayne Gray Sr., with his memorial race this weekend inside the Carolina Bull Ring at the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. Again, we hope that you'll come and join us. Keep in mind, drivers meeting right now as we speak is slated for in that 6 to 6:30 time frame, and hot laps will be starting shortly thereafter. We are located just off of Doc Bennett Road, right off of Interstate I-95. We hope that you'll come join us. Again, Saturday night, it's going to be the I-95 Late Model Challenge inside the Carolina Bull Ring. It is going to be $3,000 up for grabs, $250 to start. For our for our 602 late models, $1,500 to win, $150 to start for those guys. Also followed by our 602 Sport Modifieds, our street stocks, who have been a great show the last couple of weeks, and also a field pack full of legend cars. We've averaged, I think, Dave, if I'm correct, 32, 33, 34 cars pretty much all this year, except when we had so many cars for Speed Weeks. But these guys have put on a great show, and it's just going to be a great night. We want you to come and join us and support the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. Follow us on the Fayetteville Motor Speedway Facebook page. Give our page a like. Share it with your friends, because once you like it, everything automatically uploads onto your personal page. Everything happening, everything going on at the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. And I personally would like to invite you to go to YouTube, The Voice of Victory Lane with Kip Thompson. Like my page, share my page, subscribe to my page, and let's get this page off the ground and get it running, because what we're here to do is just promote the sport of racing. And it's an honor, it's a privilege, not only to be a part of what's going on a weekly basis at the Fayetteville Motor Speedway on my behalf. It's an honor to have track promoter who's worked his tail off all week long. I talked to him early this morning. I said, "Hey, man, what you doing?" And Dave, you told me, "Hey, I'm driving home, man. I haven't even been home yet. Hadn't even made it home yet." So he went home, got a little rest. Now he's back at the racetrack. He'll be here through the weekend. And Dave, man, we appreciate, what you do. Thanks for giving us, in our opinion, the greatest place to go watch the race, your track, the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. And thank you again, publicly. I don't mind thanking you, for letting me be a part of what you got going on at Fayetteville.
If it wasn't for you and all the racers and the fans, it wouldn't be me. So it's all of us.
Absolutely. So, folks, again, we invite you to come join us. Wayne Gray Memorial this weekend inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. Drivers meeting and hot laps. Drivers meeting starts about 6:30. Hot laps around 7 or shortly thereafter. It's going to be a great field of cars inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. Come join us as we honor a great man, Wayne Gray Sr., inside Wayne Gray Stadium this weekend at Fayetteville Motor Speedway. I'm Kip Thompson, the voice of Victory Lane inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. Dave Mitchell, thank you so much, man, for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you, my friend, this weekend inside the Carolina Bull Ring.
We'll see y'all there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. The Voice of Victory Lane with Kip Thompson YouTube page. Like it, share it, subscribe, and whatever you do, make sure you make plans to be with me inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway this weekend. Dave Mitchell, Wayne Gray, Freddie Maynard, those guys are going to do everything that they can do to provide the best racing service for you. Billy Mack will be giving the call from up top from all the action inside the press box. And we'll just happen to see who comes down to the Racing for Heroes Victory Lane and takes home a flag this weekend that I get the pleasure of hanging out the VP Racing flag. That's one of the cool things that we've started doing down in Victory Lane. Instead of doing checks and everything, the guys really, really like. Dave came up with a great idea of doing the VP Racing flags. And we've got them running out of our ears, and we're ready to give them out. Let's race. Come see us this Saturday night inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. Thanks, everybody, for watching.